Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So you say that you're tired. You're tired of the fight. You're sick of this mental health issue that you've been struggling with your whole life, and it's just getting old fighting it every day. Is that what I heard? Is that what a lot of people are at right now? Let me ask you, are you really putting up a fight? Do you really want this? What's your options? You can A, suffer from your mental issues, suffer from anxiety, from depression, from PTSD. I mean, I know what that's like. We can go through life every single day suffering from that shit, on the edge of suicide, self-destructing, just trying to make it to our pillow so we can have this simulated death, looking forward to our real death at some point, giving up all hope. That's an option. That's an option. You can choose that. I chose that for many years, for decades. Or you can choose to fight. One more day. I'm sure you're still going to go to bed tired, exhausted, but you'll have the exhaustion of struggle, of trying to move forward, trying to get unstuck from the mud, trying to get yourself out of the quicksand. And you can go to bed saying, you know what? I may not be where I want to be, but I'm further than I was when I woke up, even if it's just one step further. Incremental approaches. But, you know, I really want to ask you, do you really want this? How bad do you want this? How bad do you want freedom? How bad do you want mental health? Do you want it more than anything? Is it a priority? Have you made your own mental health your priority? What are you doing specifically towards your mental health every single day, other than just wishing that you could be released from the pain? Sitting around wishing that you could be released from pain is not forward movement towards mental health. That's not personal growth. Wishing gets you nowhere. I'm a man of action. What have you done? Are you paying attention to your diet? Are you watching what you put into your body? Are you eating right? Food is a drug. We have to have a baseline starting point for our mental health. What are you putting into yourself? Are you drinking too much? Do you drink? I had to stop drinking a long time ago. It was an addiction. Addiction is weakness. It was clouding my mind, making me demented, holding me back in life, giving me physical problems. I ended up with a liver problem, making me sick. I was losing relationships. I could never find the right relationships to begin with because my relationships always started out of some bar. How much do you drink? I mean, I'm wondering, because I'm talking about lifestyle. When we're talking about managing our mental health, we're talking about lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle are you living? Are you putting in the work? Do you really want this? I don't know if you do. I don't know if you really want it. You want the results, but you don't want to put in the action. You're like these suckers I see at the gym where they want to be big, but they don't want to put in the work to get there. We got to stay for a minute with these inputs. What else are you putting into your system that is making you negative? Are you listening to depressing music? You're wondering why you're going around depressed. I knew a guy who listened to nothing but that certain brand of depressing country music. You know, the type where it's like, my truck broke down, I lost my dog, my girl left me. There's that whole genre of country music, real twangy, kind of loser music. I knew a guy who listened to that shit all the time. That was his genre. That was his thing. Cowboy boots, cowboy hat. That was like his deal. Going around really depressed all the time, thinking that he was a loser, emasculated, beta. There's other psychological issues in there. Go back to his fucking childhood. But, you might want to start someplace. We got to have a baseline starting point towards our mental health. Maybe you're putting shit into your system that's fucking you up. You're sitting around brainwashing yourself 24 hours a goddamn day, listening to this fucking bullshit-ass depressing music for losers, and then you wonder why you're a depressed fucking loser. So we have to start somewhere. What are you putting into your system? We can be our own worst enemies. What are you doing to yourself? You say that you want to be free of this struggle, as if there's a plateau, as if you could just reach the mountaintop and look down and say, well, I did it. Now I'm perfect. Now I can live the rest of my life free of any kind of mental health issue, as if anybody on the earth does that. You're either working towards being better or you're doing nothing towards it, which means you're just allowing those problems to fester like mold. We all have issues. Everybody's in a various state of either their forward growth or their backward sliding. How much drugs are you doing? If you're drinking, you might be doing drugs too. Spend a lot of nights with whiskey and cocaine. Popping pills when you need to sleep, popping pills when you need to get up. I had to stop doing drugs years ago. No more, nothing. It was making me weaker, affecting my forward growth. I'm bringing this stuff up because I'm wondering what you're doing. If you say that you're ready to give up, what are you really doing? Are you really fighting? Are you really struggling? You wonder why some people get there, what you think is there. Some people get to a point where they can manage themselves pretty goddamn well, and you want that. I've seen that in other people, and I've aspired to that, and I wonder how they got there. They got there through doing work, putting in work. You're getting tired of the struggle. You haven't even started the struggle. What kind of lifestyle are you living? Daily discipline. What's behind daily discipline? How do we become disciplined? I've tried, I just can't figure it out. Everybody can be disciplined. It's just what you want to do. For the things that we want, we can go after. You can have anything that you want, but you have to go after it in the right way. And when people say they don't have discipline, I usually just laugh. Because we can find areas. I can take a lazy motherfucker who plays video games all day and we can say, oh, that guy has no discipline. He's got discipline to play video games. It's what you want to do. So where's your desire? Your desire is what drives you. I have a desire to be healthy, to be strong. I'm sick of being weak. I don't want another goddamn day of weakness. I've done that. I know what that's like, and I've told myself I don't want this anymore. I'll fight, I'll claw, I'll scratch to my last breath to make myself stronger so I don't have to live another goddamn second as this weak loser motherfucker, whining and complaining about life. Life is happening to me. I'm just a victim. What do you want to be? You want to be a victim, or do you want to be a warrior? Warriors fight. Being a warrior is a lifestyle. It's not some weekend hobby shit, weekend warrior bullshit. Those aren't warriors. Well, everybody else is partying. We're training. Ask yourself how bad you really want this. Where's your desire? Find that desire. That desire to live, that desire to stay alive. Because, we have to get to the core, to the root cause, peel back that onion and what's in the bottom layers of somebody who really feels like they're just ready to give up. When I hear people say that they just don't have this fight in them anymore, I hear somebody talking about suicide. Maybe they may not be verbalizing it in the way that they're saying, well, I'm going to put a gun in my mouth. Maybe that they're not there yet mentally, rationally, but that's what I hear. Because you're either sliding backwards or you're clawing your way forwards. To overcome your mental health issues is like climbing an icy slope. The second you stop, you start sliding backwards. And you just have to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? Now, like I said, we're not going to reach, you may not ever reach the mountaintop. So then what's the point? Just self-destruct? That's your fucking loser bitch self-talking. The struggle is what it's all about. Buddhists have been saying this for 6,000 years. The path is the goal. Bikers say this. The journey is the destination. The destination isn't the goal. The journey is the goal. This daily struggle. I live for the daily fight. I've forgotten about the brass ring. This idea, this fantasy of one day I'll be perfect. One day I'll be free. I don't care about freedom anymore. I live for the lifestyle of warriorship, to train. And that's what keeps me on top of my mental health. That's why I'm not depressed anymore. That's why I'm not having anxiety attacks and panic attacks anymore. That's why my PTSD doesn't send me isolated anymore. That's why my anger issues aren't taking over and I'm not holding guns down motherfuckers' throats, telling them I'll kill you, I'll kill you. And I used to do shit like that. People ask how I stay on top of this shit. I tell them daily discipline, but they don't understand what that is because it starts with desire. Find your desire, you'll find your discipline. Get on top of that shit, stop whining. Thanks for watching.